Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video, which is going to be part 3 of our Colormorphia page. We're coloring the double page owl spread here. I did do a little bit off camera, which I only did this little spot here, and these here, because I missed these little tentacles, which I went to do as like the smoke tendrils, so I did them. I just realized I missed that one too. I just go ahead and grab my lightest color. Do that really quickly, there we go, so it's yellowish. And then I did this little piece of wood right there that I missed. So that's all I did off camera. Today we're going to work on this owl. I am going to be filming this, 2 parts of this tonight because today is Wednesday. So I'm pre-filming Thursday's video and Friday's video. And then Thursday I'm going to be pre-filming Saturday and Sunday's video. I'm going to try testing out doing 2 different videos. So I am going to do the owls different colors because this one here is a different owl than this one and this one. So this one and this one, I'm gonna try doing more like a brownish barn owl, and this one looks more like a snow owl. So I'm gonna do this one in grays. So let me grab them. We're gonna do cold gray 1, cold gray 3, and cold gray 4, and Payne's gray. So those are the grays we're gonna use for this whole owl here, except for the beaks, the eyes, and the feet. Everything else will be those 4 colors. And if you're going by numbers, that's 181, 234, 232, and 230. You grab a drink and we will get started. Oh, and now I'm going to have the hiccups. So I'm going to start with my darkest, work to lightest, as I've been doing for this picture. Let me see if I can slide this over just a little bit, maybe. Like this, so, and then I can kind of just zoom shit like right there. I'm not gonna zoom too far in because of the simple fact that it's a big owl, so that you can see the whole thing, and I'll just like move the picture around. So I hope everyone's had a good day. It's Wednesday when I'm filming this now. You'll see this on Thursday because this is the first part. This one will probably be around. I'm gonna try keeping them both at about 40 minutes tonight. And the reason I'm trying to test out doing pre-filming tonight is it's a little hard for me to film on Fridays and Saturdays now with my dad being on 3rd shift. So I figure if I can pre-film tonight and tomorrow, then it will be really good. And I think because I'm trying to get this done in a week. Next time I pre-film, I'm gonna do, I think, the first video. So like this for the first video. So like, say if I'm pre-filming on Wednesday, the first video I pre-film would be like a color on part, like the current color on, which is halfway to Halloween. I would film like a part for that. And then the second video would either be a standalone coloring thing, maybe like a break video, like maybe do on, like maybe film like a separate break video like once a week. So that way you have like maybe like a second color along, so I can start working through some of the books that people have asked me to do. So maybe like next week I'll maybe do a page from the Witcher book instead, or maybe I know one thing what I'm going to be filming next week is, it's this right here, the background here. Someone asked if I did a video on it, and I haven't, but I will do a video on it. So I will do that next week, and I'll probably be up by next weekend. I would do it on here, but I want to do a nighttime scene. Because usually owls are out at nighttime, you know? They do come out during the daytime, but I want this to be a nighttime scene because there's like lanterns around here. So I want to kind of add like a glow effect to it. And that's what I seen when I was doing it in my head. But this would look good as maybe like a morning sun with a background to it. Like they're going to be coming in to go to sleep during the day or whatever like that. They get ready to go into their slumber. Okay, so this back here is the skull. So I'm not going to do that. There's little tendrils there as well. Let me keep my yellow out just in case I find any more tendrils here. just in case. I may have missed some. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do from now on, is like maybe on Wednesday, I'm going to do on Wednesdays and Thursdays, do the first video will be for the color along, and maybe the second one will be like a tutorial, because I have to get back into doing my skin tones, I have to get into doing like more beginner's guides videos, stuff like that again. Kind of fell off doing them because I used to film them on weekends, and things got switched around, you know. So maybe I'll do that, and then some other color alongs, you know, so maybe the other ones will be, the second videos will be the how-to videos and stuff like that, and then every once in a while there'll be an extra color and chat, you know? I just have to remember not to schedule the second video I filmed tonight for tomorrow, and so I don't have 2 videos going up. Because that would mean I'd have to do 3 videos tomorrow night, and that'd be too much talking. Yeah, I hope everyone had a good Wednesday. Since you'll actually be seeing this on Thursday, I hope everyone had a good Wednesday. It was the Riverdale finale tonight, which I don't want to talk about it because, well, I actually want to talk it, but I can't talk about it because, in case someone hasn't seen it yet, but I'm kind of a little mad at it because of the way it ended. Not the way it ended, because I like the setup for next season, you know? I didn't like that okay, this isn't a spoiler, but if you watch the season, the scene that pops up while they're at Pops, after they cheers at the end, to next year, you know, or to friendship, I think, or something like that, they cheers to, and then that scene comes up, it's like, no, I don't like that, but I am happy that 99% of the farm storyline is done. The Gargoyle King storyline is done, which I am so happy for. I hated that storyline. I hate the farm. I hate the Gargoyle King storyline. Or like Gargoyle King, the Griffins and Gargoyles kind of thing. I didn't mind the Gargoyle King, but it got a little too much after a while. Just kind of going at different angles here because I'm trying to add in below because there's a little bit more depth to it, maybe like more like eyes to it. So then after that we watched Pretty Little Liars. Me and my mom did, and it was really good up until the ending as well. I don't know what it is. The ending's the same. Like, they built up a really good suspense for the finale next week, but I know Pretty Little Liars fashion, and the killer's not going to be revealed. It's just going to be an RA situation. It's just going to be like, okay, well, this person did it, but there's like this person, and that person still behind. I still to figure out who else there. But if you watch Pretty Little Liars: The Perfectionist, you know that cop is just annoying. And honestly, I don't like to say about characters, I hope that character gets offed in the season finale because I will probably cheer. Because she is just so annoying. I absolutely hate her. Like, I loved the detective. I forget her name from Pretty Little Liars, the one with the poofy hair. She was the receptionist lady on Nip Tuck. I forget her name now, the actress's name, and as well as the character's name. Okay, I'm gonna move on now to Cold Gray 5. I think I said 4 before, but I think it's Cold Gray 5. Not really a big difference between them, but yeah, she was a really good detective in the original series, which it makes me really sad that they didn't get her character back, because it would have been the perfect kind of things, because, you know, with Allison being there, Mona being there, to get the detective that was after, you know, Allison all at that time. Oh although after how many years of trying to get Allison, I think she needed to retire. I think she needed a long retirement after that, those people. But I do like the little kind of like snippets they give of like the girls from the original Pretty Little Liars. That, you know, like Spencer and Toby are married. I think they're expecting, no, they're not expecting. Hannah and Caleb are expecting their baby, and then Ezra and Arya are supposedly pregnant as well. I'm still waiting for one of them to pop up in the finale. I think if anyone pops up, it should be Hannah. Well, actually, one who should come on there is actually Emily, because her and Allison just got a divorce. What would actually be a good twist for that would be for Emily to show up and then kind of like get killed off, and then that'll be next season's, you know, storyline. Even though it would really suck after, you know, almost like 6 years, I think, of following her character on the original story. But it would make good motive for Allison's storyline next season. Yeah, I didn't really do anything today. I just had a lazy day because I just wanted to. That's like the only reason really why. I just really wanted a lazy day, so I played some games. Every Wednesday, Hearthstone, which is an online card game, they introduce a new Tavern Brawl, which is like a new play method every single week. And I'll usually try them out and see if it's good. If I don't like it, then I'll skip it for the week, and then I usually don't play the game, really. Because I've kind of given up on climbing in that game, because you have to like buy the packs every single time expansion, and then, yeah, it's not really fun anymore. And then, but usually I'll stick with the Tavern Brawls and the Arena. So I was playing that. The new one for this week is fun. I'll probably play it a little more. And then that was pretty much it today. I did color a little bit. I am working... We still in frame? Yes, we are. Okay. I am working pretty much exclusively in the Dover Sparks Mandala book until I finish it. I'm almost done. I think I have 5 or 6 left to do now. So I'm almost done. Which is nice. And then I'll do a full flip through of all my finishes in there. Kind of losing my voice right now for some reason. I don't know. Grab a drink. So then I'll do a full flip through of it when I finish it up. It should be done by this weekend. So probably early next week you'll see it. And I have to thank Lisa over at Lisa's Coloring Corner and Color with Donna for hosting Dive into Dover Sparks, because I think that was the kick that I needed in order to finish the book up, because it was on my list of ones to finish. And that way it kind of is a nice perfect kick, and it fits into the color along. Okay, we're going to use now Cold Gray 3. Yeah, I think I only have 5, no. I think I might have, let me see really quickly, count. It's going to fall. There we go. It was going to let's see, I have one that I'm working on. So I'm not gonna count that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. The one I'm working on, and then I have to do the cover part there, and then this one right here, which I don't have to do that, but in order to say it's fully completed, I want to do it. So I'll just take my gel pens, and I will go to town on it. See, I think today's video will be this owl, and then the other owl, I'll probably finish this owl and this wing today for this video. And then the next one I'll do the owl over there. And then Thursday's video I will probably do, I'll finish up all the little knick-knack things around there. And then I'll paint the background. I may actually do the background tomorrow afternoon. We shall see. That way I can do kind of all of the things at once. I can do the background and the sky as well. So we shall see. Because I think I should be able to get all the trees stuff like that done in one part. So that way we can do the background and finishing touches in another part. But we shall see how tomorrow goes. And depending on what my time is when I finish up this owl and the wing over here and his feet and his beak and his eyes, I might start doing just a little bit of the filigree, or not really filigree, like little doodle things. But we shall see. As you can see, I'm not really doing a very, very heavy hand here with this. I'm kind of just like lightly going through it I guess you could say sloppily, but enough to put the color down, because that's the nice thing about the polychromos. You can like hold it back here and you can still get some color down, you know? Even the prismas, you can hold it down with very light pressure and get some done. Because I want it very much to be like a very light owl over here. So try not to go super, super heavy pressure. And I think that's all I'm going to do with pressure-wise. I'm just going to go now with Cold Gray 1, which is the lightest color, and just go over the whole owl. Okay, let's see if I can get this without it pulling up. Because sometimes you get that that pencil on the bottom of the page. It's very hard to get it through there. And I'm not really pushing that owl on here. I'm probably doing like very light to medium light pressure. Pretty much letting the pencil go on top to kind of lightly blend those colors together. And that way it just layers up. Because as you can see, I want it to be like a very soft gray color. Like a slight bit of a Hedwig color. You know Hedwig? Hedwig? The Harry Potter owl. I'm pulling a blank on the name. But yeah, I didn't really do anything today coloring-wise besides working the mandala page. I think this weekend, what I'm gonna do is find a page to work on with my pencils. And I think I am gonna work on either a page from Enchanted Forest or Zodiac Color. Because I am really, really in the mood to do another Zodiac Color page. And I have to finish up the page I start with the W.H. Smith pencils, so maybe I'll do that one this weekend. But I think what I'm going to do is set an incentive for myself this weekend, which is to read 4 chapters before giving myself like an hour to color. and then read another 4 chapters before giving myself another hour to color. That way, I am still reading this weekend, but I'm coloring as well because I'm in the coloring mood and but I want to read. So, that's why I have to film tomorrow night as well. I have to film a reading update. No, not tomorrow, Friday night. I'll probably do that late Friday night because that one I can do late at night. It's hard to do coloring videos super late at night when after my dad goes to bed because my dad stays up till like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning when he's here now because of, being up later, But, the reading videos, those are easier because I don't have to, all I have to do is grab the books, and all the library books are in a bag already. All of my other books I'm reading, which are right over there on my, pencil case. You see Dark Lover and Aragon, and my very dead tablet. I have to charge it up. But they're all over there. So I'm going to charge up my tablet this weekend because I think I'm going to try to... I need to finish up that book I start by my friend, which is Black Rain by Eli Solaris. Because I have started that one so long ago and I got in that slump. There. I think that looks really good. Kind of very light, but it kind of pops off the page. Okay, so I'm going to put these colors back. Yeah, I need to finish that book up because it's really good. It's just... I don't really like reading on my tablet. I found that out. Like, I honestly really don't like reading on my tablet. I thought I'd be more interested in ebooks, but I don't really like them that much, actually. I like my physical books, so I think when I get my YouTube check, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let them know that I'm gonna wait until I get my YouTube check, and then I'll probably just go ahead and buy a physical copy of this book. Because I think I have to double check with him, because his I might see if he has any copies of it around, and see if maybe he can send me like an author a copy, like a copy that he has that he can sign. I can like send him money via PayPal for it. Okay, so this is gonna be Burnt Umber Cape Mortem and Cinnamon for the beak and his feet. But that way, because it is on Amazon. I think his physical edition of it on Amazon is $20 because it's a historical fiction novel, but he likes to, if I remember correctly, he likes to put like the little footnotes at the bottom. So he's very factually correct when he's writing, and I didn't see that in the ebook version, but I think it's in the physical version. So I think that's why it's more money, because it has actually the physical things in there. It took up more pages to it. But I might message him and see if maybe he has any copies around, if we could like order one, and then I could send him money for like an author copy or for a signed copy of it. And that way I can show the physical book, and I have the physical book on my shelf. Because I wanted to get a physical version anyways. And I'm looking into starting up my own Etsy store for my my own books to sell signed copies of my books. I'm still waiting to reach out to Amazon because I sent them an email about that and I haven't heard back yet, which is a little weird because usually you hear back within like at least like a week or so. I haven't heard back from them if it's okay to resell the books on there, because I know with the ebooks, if your book is on Kindle Unlimited, which all my books are, you cannot post them or have them up on any other websites. You cannot have them on iTunes or iBooks. You cannot have them on Nook. You cannot have them on any other kind of e-readers like the Google Shop, anything like that. You can't have that because you have you're signing an exclusivity deal with it. Because actually, if you read through Kindle Unlimited, I actually make a little more money than you just straight up purchasing the book through Amazon. Because if you purchase the ebook on Amazon, I make 35 cents. And if you read the full book on a book, every single page of it on Kindle Unlimited, I think I make 56 cents or 54 cents, something like that. Because they pay by page. And I emailed them how that works because I was wondering, and you can't just download the book and sit there and flip through it really quickly. It actually had to spend time reading it. The average reader spends maybe 5 minutes per page. You had to spend 5 minutes per page. I was wondering how they track that. It's how do you even track that? How do you keep that in mind? How long it has been, or what it is. And the person that responded to me when I first started was we keep track of what the average reader is. The fastest reader is anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes, and the longest is about 10 to 15 minutes per page. So someone can't just download the book and be flip through it, and then you make money for it. Unfortunately, well, not really unfortunately, that would actually be wrong. See, I'm gonna do green eyes. Okay, let's do. Gonna do leaf green, emerald green, and chrome oxide green. I think this would be all black in the middle, so I'm not gonna really do too much there. Yeah, I need to finish that up. I need to reach out to him and let him know I'm still trying to read through it, and that I would I'll probably getting a physical version of it because I just read more in physical version. When I got my e-reader, I was really excited to get started into reading, reading in a more ebooks, but honestly, that's the wrong way. That was the wrong order. But honestly, I don't know what it is. I just don't feel connected to the story when I read it. I find myself more skimming the book. Get black in here. Okay, let's make sure it look realistic, like a person's eyes, because owls have very lifelike eyes. So I'm just gonna grab a Posca pen. Okay, and just kind of do a little central dot up in the tops. Just a little down there, there. And I'm just gonna start putting just a little bit of Posca right around the edges of the eyes, even in my pupil. Just kind of makes it a little more lifelike to me. Which page did I actually start doing that in? Can I grab one? Where did I do that? Oh, right here. Yeah, I can. Trying to figure out which book did I do that in. It's right here. Is it? Yeah. The eyes right there. Just that little bit of Posca at the bottom kind of makes it a little more kind of glossy look, I guess. At least to me. Okay, so let's grab this owl wing color here, and then we'll do that, and that'll be it for today. We'll finish this page up, and then the next one, boom, right to the next page. We'll start doing that. That might be annoying for some people, but we're gonna use Sanguine, lightest brown. It would be Sanguine. Probably butchered that. Or Rotel. Don't know what I'm saying. We'll use Raw Umber and Van Dyke Brown. Whenever I grab that, for some reason, I always want to just say Dick Van Dyke Brown, because Dick Van Dyke, you know, but for some reason I always think it is that is named that, but sure, yep, okay, it's dry. That's the only problem I hate with these books, is like coloring in the spine of any book this far in the back of it. I'm like, oh no, it's gonna pop off, it's gonna fall apart. So yeah, I'll film Friday night. I'll film my reading update, which I'll actually have 4 things to talk about, because I finished Macy Yates' A Tall Dark Cowboy Christmas finally, and I finished the novella up in the back, so that's 2, and then I did DNF Hocus Pocus and the all-new sequel, but I'm counting DNF things as read because I put in my time, and I can if I DNF something and I can't form an opinion on it, then I'm not counting as read. But if I can form an opinion on it, I'm counting as read, because I got enough from the book to be able to say, this is why I did not like it or did not finish it. So I have 4 things to talk about. I am going to the library on Saturday to return some of the books, so I will keep them separated from the ones that I do show in my library haul. Not really haul, but what I have currently checked out from the library. And I do have some books that I did buy. I think I have 5 Harlequins and 1 Harlequin teen. I have to check and see if Nexus is on Harlequin's website. Because of that is the sequel to Zenith by Lindsay Cummings and Sasha Alsberg. I know that one did get a lot of slack when it first came out, and for good reasons, you know, but I enjoyed it. That was the first book I think I read since joining Goodreads that I read without rating it on there, without even putting on there that I was reading it. I did when I first started, but then I took it right off, because that book, it got a lot of hate to it because it's not the best. I enjoyed it. I gave it a 3. Well, I didn't give it a 3 on there, but I would give it a 3, maybe a 3.5. But I think that it got a lot of unnecessary slack because Sasha Alsberg is a booktuber. Speaking of that, booktubers, Christina Riccio, Christina Riccio, Polar Banana Books here on YouTube. Her book just came out. It was number 3 on the New York Times bestsellers. I'm actually hoping that my library has it. I'm going to see if they have it. I can put it on hold, maybe. I think it's called Again But Better. So hopefully, like most booktuber books, hopefully it's again better. You know, but Zenith did get a lot of unnecessary hate. I will say that. Was it, you know, number 1 bestseller book of the year? Was it the best thing I read ever? No. Was it a entertaining book from start to finish? Yes. Will I read it again? Yeah, I'm planning on reading it again before I actually go on to Nexus. And I actually have both hardcover and trade paperback of it because I'm not sure if Sasha Alsberg's writing is my style, but I really do love Lindsay Cummings' writing and her style of writing, so I want to support her more than I want to support Sasha Alsberg, even though I think I will give Sasha Alsberg another try when she releases her own standalone book to see, maybe, you know? But I enjoyed it enough that I want to keep it, you know? So, and that I will read it again. I think it's one of those ones where I think it was popular to hate on it. I'm gonna turn this. I think it was popular to hate on it, so a lot of people jumped on that bandwagon of it. Do I think it deserved some of the criticism? Yeah, I do think so, because it's not the best written sci-fi novel. Some of the things could have been fixed upon. Some of the storylines maybe should have been rewrote to certain different things, but at the end of the day, it was still enjoyable. If you kind of don't go into it expecting like this award-winning novel, you're gonna enjoy it. If you go into it with high hopes, you're gonna be gravely disappointed. But I did enjoy it. But I ordered the first book from Harlequin's website, so I want to see about ordering the next one from it as well. I'm kind of doing a little bit harder pressure here because I want this owl to be a little bit darker than the other ones and be noticeably darker. So I am putting like maybe medium pressure here where I did light pressure for the top coat over here. There you go. That looks nice and good. So that will be this part, because I want to keep it right around that 40-minute mark. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. This will be Thursday's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I will be moving right on to this like in a moment, like very, very quickly, and we'll be finishing up this and that little owl over here on Friday. So this is Thursday. This will be Friday. Saturday you'll probably see me do all the little doodles, because I think we're going to do the leaves in pencil, and all these little doodle things, I think I might do them in gel pen, have them pop off the page. But we'll do like all the little doodle things on Saturday, and Sunday I'll probably finish up the background, if that sounds good. So that's it for today. I hope you all enjoyed it. You'll see the next part on Friday, but I'll be seeing you in about 3 seconds. I'm going to take a drink, take a breath, and we're going to go ahead and go on to this owl. But anyways, that's it for today. I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and until next time, I hope you all have an amazing day and happy coloring.